So here is a Massey Ferguson 1M.25 tractor. This tractor has the FL.2106 loader. We have it secured in the up position with the safety locks installed. Right now this video would be showing how to remove the snowblower from the subframe as well as the snowblower and subframe from the tractor. The snowblower that we see here is a Massey Ferguson SBX.1270. All right, Jake, show us how it's done.
So to remove just the snowblower, we're going to drop this foot, pulling the pin out, and locking it into the lower position. Then going to pull the pin out of this side, as well as the pin the other side. And the first PTO shaft by pulling this collar back. We also need to take off the hydraulic rotation lines. The first two.
Okay, so we have the hydraulic rotation couplers detached from the tractor. You can see they're the ones on the ground. Just for the sake of the video, we're not going to pull the hoses completely out. We have enough slack here to remove the snowblower from the subframe. So we'll go ahead now. We have the pins unlatched. We have the PTO shaft off, and now Jake is going to remove the snowblower from the subframe. All right. So right now the snowblower is completely detached from the subframe. Obviously, if we had our hoses pulled out all the way, we could drive away, and we would still have now the subframe attached to the tractor, but the snowblower would be removed. Okay. So we hooked everything back up. We have our 2 pins on each side along with this one, and we did hook back up the front half of the PTO. And so now I want to show how we can remove the snowblower and the subframe instead of just the snowblower.
So we're going to start with removing this pin here on each side. Move the safety clip. T-bar comes out. Pin comes out.
This is the pin on this side. All right.
Then we will remove the mid PTO shaft. Similar to that one, we're going to come down here and pull the collar back.
So after removing the back half of the mid PTO, we have to drop the foot on the subframe.
So we're going to take this keeper pin out.
There is a pin that we have right here that we remove from this hole. All right, so you pull that pin, then there's a foot that you have to drop down.
And then reinstall the pin to lock it upright.
There we go. All right, drop the foot, reinstall the pin. We can pretty much get in the tractor. We are ready to drop the subframe while it's still attached to the snowblower. Okay, so as you can see right now, the subframe is resting on the foot that we dropped. It's completely detached from the tractor. Now, if we had our hydraulic hoses completely pulled out, we'd pull our hoses off. We'd have to pull them out of that those keepers that you can see right there. But if we had that, we would be now completely ready to back away from the subframe and the snowblower. Now we're going to just show you how easy it is to hook it back up. You're going to start the tractor. Go ahead. Okay, so basically, like I was trying to show you there in the video, is that you start the tractor, you drive forward until this pin hits against the frame, and there's a little ear down here that once you hit the frame and you see the snowblower being slightly pushed forward, you would just lift it up. It locks the ear right on the head of that bolt. And at this point now, we would go ahead and put our pins back in, and we would lift the foot back up that you see down here, right? The foot that we talked about previously. And after you would lift that foot up, you would hook your mid-PTO shaft back up here underneath the tractor. So the other thing here on this tractor that's maybe a little bit unique is that it has a third function. The third function is mounted here, and the hoses that you see here are ran up to the front of the loader, and you have your couplers on your cross member, and so you could run any sort of attachment that would require a function, a hydraulic function, such as maybe like a grapple. Again, we just have this loader on this tractor for just because we're going to be delivering it to a customer, and you maybe wouldn't necessarily have your loader in this position while you're using your snowblower, but it's just convenient right now to leave it on there, just so we can show the video and show how we hook up and unhook the snowblower.